Hello guys, in today's video, we're gonna check out the best DSLR camera under $500 in this year. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I've tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and many more. To find out more information about these DSLR camera under $500, you can check out the description below. If you want to get a best quality DSLR camera under $500 according to your needs, then watch the video till the end and then decide to buy. At the first position of our list, we have Canon EOS Rebel 7 DSLR camera. Affordable and easy to use, the Canon EOS Rebel 7/2000D is pretty much the perfect beginner DSLR for those on a budget. Sure, it's a bit long in the tooth as far as features are concerned, lacking touchscreen capabilities and any articulation of the LCD screen. But for those who just want to take better photos, it does a fantastic job. The in-camera guide and general layout make it a great option for those learning photography, and the 24.1 megapixel APS-C sensor offers more than enough resolution to get you going. In fact, along with the Nikons below and the Fujifilm X-T100, it probably has the best image quality going for a camera under $500. It does fall down on the video front, only offering Full HD as opposed to 4K, but some compromises must be made. Its continuous shooting is also a bit on the slow side, but this shouldn't hold a beginner back too much. Moving on to the next at number 2, with Nikon D5224.1 MP CMOS digital SLR camera. The Nikon D5200 is slightly more expensive than the Canon EOS Rebel 7 due to the fact it doesn't come with a lens. But it does offer a number of advantages over its cheaper competitor. Like the 7, the Nikon D5200 delivers excellent image quality from its 24 megapixel APS-C sensor, and there's really nothing much to choose between the two as far as outright image quality is concerned. The D5200 does offer a vari-angle LCD screen though, and it also boasts a 5x continuous shooting speed compared to the 3x of the Canon Rebel 7, although there's still no 4K video capabilities. The Nikon 5200 is aimed more at the enthusiast than the outright beginner, but it does offer a bit of extra room to grow into. Continuing with the similarities, the D3500 also has an in-camera guide to teach beginners the fundamentals of controlling a camera, and like the other DSLRs on this list, it also only shoots Full HD video. If you're choosing between this and the Rebel 7, it's basically a toss-up, and you should go with whichever system you feel most affinity for. The number 3 position is held by Panasonic Lumix G7's 4K mirrorless camera. This is where things start getting a little different. While the DSLRs were all of a very similar quality, the introduction of mirrorless cameras brings about a whole new game. The Panasonic Lumix G7 has a smaller sensor and lower resolution than the DSLRs and the Fujifilm below, and therefore the potential image quality will not be quite as high. Although that being said, the 16 megapixel Micro Four /3 sensor does deliver stunning shots that will do the trick just fine as long as you're not planning on producing huge prints or shooting at extremely high ISOs. Where the Lumix G7 excels, however, is in the features and size department. Its features include a gorgeous electronic viewfinder, a vari-angle touchscreen, 4K shooting, and an array of 4K photo modes. It also shoots at up to 8 and has a stunning autofocus system that puts any of the DSLRs to shame. If you're looking for a feature-heavy and portable camera system, this fits the bill perfectly, but it does sacrifice a bit of image quality when compared to the bigger sensor options on this list. Next at number 4, we have Olympus OMD M10 Mark Roman 3 camera. The little brother to our top-rated vlogging camera of the year, the Olympus OMD M10 MK Roman 3 is another Micro Four Thirds option that packs a real punch when it comes to features. The image quality is on a par with Panasonic, but some of the features differ a little bit. For example, the Olympus OMD M10 MK Roman 3's 5-axis and body stabilization is class-leading, and it also boasts a huge 121 focus points, although its overall autofocus performance isn't any better than the Lumix G7. It also slightly ups the continuous shooting capabilities to 8.6 and has features such as live composite mode and focus bracketing. On the other hand, the lack of 4K photo mode and post-focus mode that the Panasonic Lumix G7 boast makes this a toss-up between which features mean more to you. In all honesty, you can't go wrong with any of these mirrorless options. The number 5 position is held by Canon EOS M200 compact mirrorless digital vlogging camera. The Canon EOS M200 doesn't pack the greatest punch when it comes to features, but the 24-megapixel APS-C sensor packed inside the tiny body does allow for DSLR-level image quality that fits inside your jacket pocket. That's not to say it's completely lacking in features. It can shoot 4K video, albeit cropped, and has a tilting touchscreen as well as all the connectivity options you could want. The autofocus system is also very good, although admittedly not on the same level as the Panasonic or Olympus options. The same goes for the 6.1 FPS continuous shooting. It also lacks a viewfinder, which is a deal breaker for many photographers. Still, as a second shooter to carry around, wherever you go, it's a very solid option. The number 6 position is dominated by Panasonic Lumix DC-FC80 digital camera. Compact cameras offer a much broader range of options under $500 because the category encompasses everything from the cheap and cheerful point-and-shoot cameras. Stay away from these $50 monstrosities, all the way up to the high-end Sony offerings. The higher-end Sony RX cameras are out of the price range, but you can find a wide selection of very good compact cameras for below the $500 price point. Bridge cameras are something of a dying breed right now, but that's by no means saying they aren't worth considering. The Panasonic Lumix FC80 may not offer the image quality of an APS-C sensor or the lightweight portability of one of our mirrorless options, but it makes up for this inconvenience. The fixed 6-6 optical zoom lens covers a huge effective focal range of 20-1200. Doing away with the need or capability to carry extra lenses around, and Panasonic have packed some high-end features into this entry-level model too. Post-focus mode is included, as is 4K video capabilities and their trio of 4K photo modes. It also has a touchscreen LCD, although no vari-angle. Of course, at this price point there are trade-offs. The smaller sensor makes shooting at high ISO infeasible, and the EVF has low magnification, making it something of a chore to use. The lens, while impressive in its zoom capabilities, doesn't stand up to the best of the Micro Four Thirds, Nikon, Canon, or Fujifilm range. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Panasonic Lumix LX10 4K digital camera. The first true compact camera on this list, and once again it's Panasonic making waves as they bring high-end features to their tiny Panasonic Lumix LX10. The 1-inch 20.1 megapixel sensor produced magnificent images considering the size of this piece of equipment. Although admittedly it simply doesn't stand up to the Micro Four Thirds or APS-C options on this list. It does bring a range of Panasonic's excellent features to your pocket though, including 4K video capabilities, their famous trio of 4K photo modes, and even a 4K post-focus mode, as well as Panasonic's lightning-fast depth from the focus autofocus system. Of course, with compact cameras, one of the deciding factors in performance is the quality of the lens, and the Lumix LX10 delivers on that front with the 24-72 f/1.42.8 lens from Leica. It can focus down to 3x when used in macro mode and includes image stabilization, so there's no negatives on the lens front. Downsides include the lack of a viewfinder or ability to fit one, a rather limited range of motion in the LCD screen, and a relatively poor 260-shot battery life. The number 8 position is held by Canon Powershot G7X Mark A digital camera. While the Canon G7X MK Roman II misses the ball somewhat in the video capabilities by only offering 1080p video capture rather than 4K, it does bring a few advantages in other departments when compared to competitors, such as the Panasonic LX10. For one, the lens covers an equivalent focal length of 24-100, and the upgraded Digic 7 processor allows 8th burst shooting and generally reacts quickly and smoothly to user input. It performs respectably at high ISOs and offers RAW capture. So while it is missing some of Panasonic's more technologically advanced features, it's a very capable compact camera that stands on its own 2 feet when it comes to image quality. Next at number 9, we have Nikon Coolpix A1000 compact digital camera. With the Nikon Coolpix A1000, Nikon tried to bring the feel of serious photography to the compact camera arena with a whole host of dials, buttons, and settings more often found on interchangeable lens cameras. Beneath the hood, they have a fairly average 1/2.3-inch 16-megapixel sensor that delivers decent images without being spectacular. But the highlights come elsewhere, with a huge 35x optical zoom and a built-in electronic viewfinder. It also covers 4K video capture at 30fps and Full HD video at 60fps. Overall, it feels a pleasure to use, and the features are very welcome. Although it is worth noting that the image quality isn't outstanding, but instead just adequate. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Sony D80/B high zoom point-and shoot camera. Sony's H80 may only pack a small 1/2.3-inch sensor, but their experience in this area comes across well, providing excellent image quality, especially if you're only posting online, and respectable high ISO performance. However, the main draw undoubtedly lies in a number of features, most notable being the huge 30x optical zoom that gives an effective focal length of 24/720. Not only that, but it also provides a built-in, retractable electronic viewfinder to complement the tilting LCD screen, and 5-axis in-body image stabilization. The upgraded processor also allows for up to 10th continuous shooting, although once again on the video front you'll have to settle for 1000 ADIP capture. Another downside is that it also can't capture RAW images, but it's much cheaper than the higher-end RX10 line in Sony's offering, and it does a very good job for the price point. That's all for today. We upload camera and camera accessories review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.